Hey guys, how's it going today? It's Alex Polanco. I am the drummer for House of Blessings, and today we're gonna be doing our very first tutorial Thursday. Hey, um, I'm gonna be talking about music production, and I have a beat for us that I have already made, and I'm gonna go through it, and I'm gonna fine detail some things that I've done to it, kind of what I look for, just so that, and maybe if you're trying to get into music production, maybe this is a good way to start, or for you to kind of have an idea of what you can do. So let's get right into it. Okay, so you can see that I have all of my sounds in my channel rack. And in here I've already made a pattern to every single one of these. But the way I started this beat was actually with a chord progression. I chose the stock FL keys that come with it. It doesn't sound that great, but with some tweaking you can make it sound pretty good. This is the chord progression that I chose in the scale of A minor. And we're at 164 BPM. Now I did add some sound effects to that. I added some EQ to cut off some lows and some highs, and get a little bit more specific. And then I also added some reverb to give it some ambience. After my chord progression, I wanted to add some ambience sound effect. So what I did is I created the same piano, same filters. I just created a new pattern for it, and I made this little walk up. You can see here that for that walk up I added the same. The only thing is the reverb is a little less. Now that I have those two sounds, I wanted to add some ambience to those two. So what I actually did is I grabbed those same keys, that build-up that I did, and I reversed it. I reversed it and I recorded it as its own audio, and the reversed audio that was playing, I flipped that again, so that you end up with playing the right way, but with the reverse effect. And that sounds something like this. After that, I jumped into my melody. I chose a plugin, Sakura. It comes with FL Studio, and this is the melody that I came up with. Okay, I didn't really like how it sounded at first, but once I started messing with it, you can see all these filters that I added onto them. Once I started messing with it, I really liked how it sounded. So I added an EQ to really cut off the lows and to boost up a little bit of the highs. And then I added a flangus to separate the right speaker from the left speaker. And that sounds like this. I went a step further and separated it even more by adding a stereo shaper, which adds a delay between the right speaker and the left speaker, so I can get this effect. I'm trying to get this melody to move in between your ears, so this is how that sounds. Lastly, I wanted more depth from the melody, so I added a love filter, and this sounds like this. Now that I was done with my melodies and my chord progressions, this is how they sound together. You probably noticed that I don't have the reversed effect that I created on this one, and that's because I'm going to be using it for a different part of the song. So I'm going to be alternating this reverse effect with the normal one of it. So that'll sound something like this. my melodies are done, the only thing that's left is the drums. Now for my drums, I always start with my clap. It's just a habit. So this is how it sounds. This is the pattern I chose for my clap. After my clap, I added this hi-hat pattern. After my hi-hat, I added the kick, and this was the kick that I chose. This was my kick pattern. For my 808, I copied the same kick pattern that I had created and I pasted it into the 808 so that my kick and my 808 can hit at the same time. And then what I did is I just chose the same chords as the chord progression. I chose the same keys, and this was the pattern that I chose for my 808. Now all together with the two different sections that I have going on sound like this. Now that we have our patterns and essentially our song, all we have to do is arrange it. So if let's say we just want the chord progression here and the bass and maybe the kick, to make it sound. At this point, it's all about creativity, and you can choose however you want to make the song. This is what makes it your song, is you choose when the drums come in, you choose when the melodies come in, you choose how loud you want things to be. So let's take a listen to the full track. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'm sorry if I moved very fast. There was a lot to go over. If you guys have any questions or you want me to go over certain things, or go ahead and leave a comment. I'll be glad to reach out to you guys, or maybe you can send me a message. If you want to learn about music production, I'm here to help. I love making music, and I will gladly help anybody who wants to create music. So yeah, enjoy, and I'll see you next time.